All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. Let's take a look at our subscription goal. We are sitting at almost 9,300. We need 700 more subs to hit that 10K goal to give that $1,000 giveaway. And then we have 12K subs coming up to send a couple people to some games of their choice. Trey, let's take a look at that leaderboard. Dennis Burns is at the top. We have Kellen on this week. He's doing a great job so far, but that is the leaderboard right now. If you see your guys' name, reach out to us. BearsProfitPlays@gmail.com or on Twitter, BearsProfit @BearsProfit, and we need to get you guys set up so we can give you guys your picks out for the next couple of weeks. If you see your name, make sure you reach out. Also, if you want to become a member on our YouTube channel, we're going to be giving away $50 weekly to our members on YouTube. We have 15 to 20 right now. So if you become a member for just $4.99 a month, you have a chance to win $50 weekly. We're going to be doing that on our live show. We're going to put everybody on the wheel. We're going to spin it and give away $50 a week. So make sure you guys come check that out. Only $4.99 a month. Very cheap over there. And our plays are actually better over there as well. So guys, is going to do it. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get into some NFL picks and props for Sunday, December 24th slate of games. Trey, let's take a look at that leaderboard really quick. Start us off.
Yeah, guys, at the moment, I'm 0 for 0. That's because I gave out the last game on the Saturday slate, and it's about to kick off. It was the Bills minus 5.5 on the second half spread and the over 43.5 total points. The over currently is at 43, so it's gone down a little bit. I'm not worried about it. I still think the Chargers are going to at least score a couple touchdowns, and the Bills are going to do what the Bills do best.
Yeah, and I had a 1-0 day. Pittsburgh Steelers plus 3.5. Dominated the Bengals today. Mason Rudolph looked great. George Pickens looked great. Steelers maybe sneaky, get their way back into the playoffs there. But 1-0 on the day for me. Trey, let's go look at the plays for tomorrow. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to be attacking an underrated game here. Give me this Arizona Cardinals at Chicago Bears game. And this should be a pretty fun game to watch. Both teams, they're playing for pride on the line at this point in time in the season. But only one team is playing for their coaching staff on the line, and that's going to be the Bears here. So I'm going to be taking the Bears at home. Give me them here. I'm going to buy a half point, take them at minus 3.5 here in this game to avoid a push. They're simply just a better team, and they're playing in Chicago in late December. That's all I need to know. And whenever we look at how the Cardinals have played on the road this season, it gives me a lot more confidence too, because Arizona, they are 1-6 on the road this season. And the Bears, they've won 3 straight home games. They beat the Lions, the Panthers, and the Raiders in their last 3 home games. And they won those games by an average score of 25-13. Their defense has been standing up whenever they get to stay in their own beds and play at home. And I do expect that trend to continue here. Fields, he's playing for his job. Eberflus and the whole entire coaching staff is playing for their job, maybe even the GM. So give me the Bears here in this game at home, minus 3.5 against the Cardinals.
I like it, Trey. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at the Cleveland Browns going on the road to take on the Houston Texans. This is a big game for both teams because if the Browns win, they will basically clinch a playoff spot. If the Texans win, they're below a coin flip's chance of making the playoffs. The Browns are coming in as 3-point favorites. I'm going to take them minus 2.5 to cover the spread here and win this game. You can say what you want about Joe Flacco. I know I've said my fair share of hurtful things about the man, but he's been doing a great job filling in for Deshaun Watson. He has won back-to-back games against the Jaguars and the Bears, and it wasn't pretty against the Bears, but whenever they needed a play from Joe Flacco, he did deliver. It looks like the Texans are going to be without C.J. Stroud once again, and they're going to be without Tank Dell as well. Nico Collins also listed as questionable. This Texans team has been fighting very hard this season. They're a very well-coached team, but injuries have got them at the wrong time. I think it's going to get in the way of them making the playoffs. I like the Browns, so you control the game, to control the pace, play good defense, and rely on the veteran play of Joe Flacco to cover the spread. Minus 2.5 as the play. I will say in favor of the Houston Texans, the Browns on the road defensively, they haven't looked great this season, but they're getting a pretty good matchup here against the Texans. Backup quarterback, a couple hurt players. Give me the Browns minus 2.5 as my play. Zach, who do you like tomorrow for Sunday?
I'm going to pick a really, really tough game, but I expect it to be probably the crown jewel of Sunday's slate tomorrow. I am rolling with this Dallas Cowboys Miami Dolphins game. It's a line of 2. Man, this is going to be a tough one because I see these as either potential number 1 seeds on the line, respectively, for NFC and AFC. I mean, really, it's anyone's game here. This is going to be a great matchup tomorrow. Tyreek Hill still listed as questionable. So with that said, I'm going to give the nod to Dallas Cowboys to get it back on track. I think that they're going to definitely prove that last week was just a fluke against the Buffalo Bills. So give me the Cowboys to cover this spread tomorrow against the Miami Dolphins.
I couldn't agree more, Zach. Great play there. Trey, let's go to the player props. Have you start us off?
Me and Bear were both watching and listening intently, waiting for that. I would have loved to see Bear's reaction if you picked the Dolphins, but for me, yesterday, I gave out Chase Brown over 47.5 rush plus receiving yards versus the Steelers. My fault. I forgot to check if that hit or not, but I know it got really close. So I'm just going to hold out hope that it hit.
Chase Brown, I don't believe he hit, but I could be wrong there. I have James Cook to score a touchdown and James Cook to go over 67.5 rushing yards against the Chargers, 2 plays. That game has not started. It's going to start here any second now, but hopefully James Cook can get the job done. Zach, I'm pretty sure you had James Cook with me, no?
Yep. I did. I had him started anytime rushing and anytime receiving, and then over 200.
200 plus yards. I mean, it's bold, but I like it. Trey, let's go to the player props for tomorrow. Have you start us off?
Yeah, if there's anyone who is bold, I mean, it's definitely Z Wick over there. But for me, I'm going to be attacking some passing yards here, and I'm going to be going over to a guy that's kind of been written off a couple times in his career, and that's going to be Baker Mayfield. I'm going to take him to go over 241.5 passing yards in this game. He has been turning it up as he progresses, and he's getting a cupcake matchup here versus the Jags. Baker, he has a lot of great weapons, and Mike Evans and Chris Godwin's as his main target, and he put them on full display last week. As you guys can see on the board, he put up 381 passing yards against the Green Bay Packers, and this Jaguars defense, they are one of the worst in the NFL, to be honest with you. They give up an average of 256.6 passing yards per game. That's the third highest in the NFL and above this number. I think we can easily see Mayfield spray the ball all over the field to Evans, to Godwin, to Otton, to whoever is open. So give me Baker Mayfield to go over 241.5 passing yards versus the Jaguars.
I love it, Trey. Baker's been slinging the ball. For my player prop today, I'm going to take Raheem Mostert to go over his rushing yards going up against the Dallas Cowboys. A couple things people need to know is that the Miami Dolphins have a couple injuries up front, and their offensive line probably won't be able to hold up against the Dallas pass rush. The best way to stop a pass rush is to run the ball every play like the Buffalo Bills did and let your guys in the backfield be the workhorses for the day. The Miami Dolphins, everybody knows that they have unlimited speed on that side of the ball. They have Tyreek Hill, they have Mostert, they have Jalen Waddle. But I want everybody to watch the film. I'm giving you homework. Go watch the film that the Buffalo Bills put up last week for the Dallas Cowboys. Teams have cracked the code on the Dallas Cowboys, and they just need to run the ball every single play here. They need to take advantage of the inability that the Dallas Cowboys have to not stop the run. That's going to open up the play action for Tua, and it might backfire for the Dolphins. It really might, because the Dallas pass rush is one of the best in the NFL. But if Miami comes out in this game and they give most of the ball 20-plus times, he's going to rack up the yardage. I'm going to take Raheem Mostert to go over his total yards of 59.5 against the Dallas Cowboys as my play. Zach, who do you like?
I'm going to go, and I really like, by the way, before I forget, Trey Trends, I really like your pick. Baker Mayfield was my number 2 quarterback who I relied upon whenever my number 1 quarterback was out. But since you already picked him, I'm going to go with my main fantasy quarterback and Sam Howell.
Oh, yeah.
Sam Howell. This guy lit it up for me this year. I mean, I actually drafted Joe Burrow, and I already had him off my roster, I think, come week 5, just because I already knew that he was not going to meet the demands of the Wichita Wiccan champs. So therefore, I have Sam Howell. I'm going to give him 2 touchdowns, anytime touchdowns for Mr. Sam Howell. He is just a yardage machine. He's got weapons. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to be the quarterback of the Commanders, so let's appreciate him while we still can.
Oh, I disagree. I think Sam Howell's the guy, Zach.
Okay.
I think Sam Howell's the guy for the Commanders. I do love the play there. Are we going over 1.5 passing touchdowns?
Yes.
Over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Love the play there, Zach. Trey, let's go to the graphic and we'll get out of here.
It all comes down to what Magic Johnson thinks. But for me, I'm going to be going with the Bears minus 3.5 against the Cardinals. The Bears, they're at home late December. They have something to play for, so give me the Bears. I'm also going with Baker Mayfield over 241.5 pass yards versus the Jaguars. He hit this over easily last week and is getting a better matchup this week, so I love this play.
Yeah, I'm going Raheem Mostert over 59.5 rushing yards. Go watch the tape. And then give me the Browns minus 2.5. I think they get the job done against the Jags. Both teams pretty desperate there. A win here feels like they're going to lock in the playoffs. Give me the Browns with Joe Flacco minus 2.5 as the play. Guys, that's going to do it for the NFL Plays and Props for Saturday, December 24th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube, and it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,